Alright, so once again, for today, we are going to look at Module 7, Lesson 18. And for this lesson, we are using two different units of measurement. So we're going to measure object twice using different length unit and compare. So for today's lesson, we're using centimeters and inches in the way to compare the difference in length. Now, we're going to also relate these measurements to unit size. Now, all right. All right, the first thing that I want you to do is, I want you to use your ruler and measure your pencil using inches. And you are going to write your answer on a blank page in your notebook. So find yourself using your pencil that you should have already had. You're going to measure your pencil in inches.
This is eraser. You can take it in the back.
You measure, so the eraser is on it? No, I want you to use this one. That's why I give it to you. Everybody need to be on the same page. Now, so you measure the eraser too. So you measure all the way down to the eraser. Starting from the point of your pencil to the eraser. Everybody's measurement is going to be different because everybody's pencil sizes are different. Some people got shorter pencil and some people got longer pencils. Now, once you've measured your pencil, I want you to write the length of your pencil in inches on your paper. So I'm measuring my pencil, and my pencil is 7.5 inches. So it depends on your pencil. Everybody's pencil is different. I just said that. So now pencil is 7.5 inches. Yours might be longer or shorter. It depends on your pencil. Now, on that same ruler, turn to the part where it says centimeter, and you're gonna measure your pencil now using centimeters. So now in centimeter, my pencil is going to be 19 centimeters.
19.
Right, it's a pretty decent sized pencil. So I'm saying that your number is going to depend on how long your pencil is.
What's long is 7.
That's in inches, not right? So now you need to, that's why you need to use this side.
Oh.
So you can measure with inches right here. So yours is
I'll be doing a centimeter.
6.5. And then you're gonna turn it, so 6.5 in inches, and then you're gonna turn the centimeters to 16 centimeters. So make sure you have both your numbers written down.
So I got 6.
So you have your inches as well as your centimeters written down.
Mine is 12 centimeters.
Centimeter is the ones that says centimeter. It says a C on the bottom. So it says centimeter right here. So you're using this side of the ruler. We use this side for the inches and this side for the centimeters. Once again, this side of the ruler. Make sure. Just write in this book. Use this book. It's yours, right? Just use it. It's fine. Just find a clean page and write in the back. Not in the back, right in the back. Just make sure you're keeping up. All right. Now, based on your numbers, why do you think your number is so different? You should have had, in most cases, you should have had a higher number for centimeters than inches. Why? Anybody know why? Tristan?
Because centimeters is more closer.
Right, centimeters are closer because there are smaller units. So keep in mind that when you measure with inches, you're gonna have bigger gap, like the lengths in between are bigger because inches are bigger units. And while centimeter is a smaller unit. So if your pencil is 7 inches, it's gonna be a higher number as far as your centimeters, okay? Now, something else, I want you to do the same thing with your notebook. First, before your notebook, let's use your binder, your mat binder. I want you to measure the width of your mat binder. So when I say the width, I'm talking about the shorter side of your binder. So you're going to measure the shorter part of your binders with inches and then with centimeters. So you're doing inches first and then centimeters after. And I want you to write it down. You don't have to get it out yet, just write it down. And then go ahead and do it for centimeters also. Remember, you have to do centimeters too. Okay, for the people that are finished doing their binders, I want you to do your notebooks. Measure the width of your notebook.
The one that we're using?
Yeah.
What about the
And
reader
then
one?
you have another one. If you have an extra one, you can use the extra one also. If that's the only one you have, this is the one that you and you do the width. Do the width. Not the length. Not the long side. Do the shorter side, okay?
This one?
The shorter side, the width. All right.
Mine is 7.5.
So your notebook, Mia says hers is 7.5 inches. Somebody tell me how many centimeters it is. Alexandra, go ahead.
29.
Which one are we doing? The book? Did you measure the shorter side of the book? Because we're doing the shorter side. Somebody that measured the shorter side of the book. Travis, go ahead.
18. Okay.
Try it again.
I got 7. This one is 19.
19.
Oh, the one.
Keep in mind, we're measuring the shorter side and you're using the centimeter portion of your thing. So, if you look at all of these that we have measured, right? You will see a pattern that the centimeters is probably twice or even 3 times bigger than the inches. Once again, keep in mind that inches are bigger units, so it takes less to make your length. Whereas centimeters are smaller units, so it's going to take more. And if you look at your ruler, you can see that, because if you look at the gaps between your inches, it's bigger than the gaps between your centimeters, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to practice. And the first thing I want you to do to practice, I want you to draw on your paper, draw a line that is 5 inches long. So you're drawing a 5-inch long line on your paper. So I'm going to do it at the top of this thing right here. Obviously I don't have a paper. So I'm gonna use this board and you're gonna draw your line that is 5 inches long. 5 inches long. And then you're gonna go ahead and draw one that is 5 centimeters long. Okay.
Okay. You can move it up my thing. Oh, what are you doing?
You don't, I'm not looking for strokes, I'm looking for a regular line, one long line that go across. Make sure you label your lines. Label, you see how mine are labeled, so I know which one is inches and which one is centimeter. That's what I'm looking for. You're making sure that you can identify your line that is in inches differently from your line that is centimeters, okay?
Okay.
Now, I want you to do the same thing, but this time we're gonna do 7 inches and then 7 centimeters. Two lines, that's 5, but remember one has to be inches and the other one has to be
We're gonna do 7.
7. So 7 inches and 7 centimeters. It's good practice. Keep that in mind.
What did you say? 7.
7 inches, 7 centimeters.
I was listening.
Drawing your line without your ruler. You need to be using your ruler. That's the whole point of the ruler. Or you know the line is 7 or 5 inches if you don't use the ruler. You're not guessing. The point of this exercise is so that you can get an accurate measurement. You're not guessing, you're not estimating, you are measuring it using what you're supposed to measure it so that you know your answer is accurate. You're 7 centimeters in inches. Alright. Whoever is tapping the desk, please stop. Now, we're going to do the same thing,
Okay.
but this time we're doing 1 inches and 1 centimeter. 1 inches and 1 centimeter. And I want you to pay attention to the difference in length for each one. The difference in length. When you draw centimeter versus inches, there are different. It does, the line isn't the same length. It's different. Alright, so once again, guys, keep in mind that inches are bigger units, so they are going to look longer. So even if we're using the same number, you have to pay attention to the unit, because 5 inches is not the same as 5 centimeters. It's a really, really big difference. Because if you see how much bigger that 5-inch line is in comparison to that 5 centimeter line, it's kind of like building a house. And the person doing the construction in the measurement measured the thing in centimeter instead of inches or feet and stuff, right? So you know you want a room that is as big as this, so you're gonna end up with a little box like this because the measurements are off. So once again, you have to pay attention when you're doing any problem that has measurement. You have to pay attention to the units, okay? Now we are going to go into the problem sets. Now I want you guys to do the first one. Measure the line using inches and then measure the line again using centimeters. Make sure you put your centimeter answer on your centimeter line and your inches on your inches line. Once again, we have lesson 18, so you're doing problem set 18. Alright. Go ahead and do the first one. Everybody, I'm coming around to look and to check and see if we're using the ruler the right way. Because once again, if you don't use the ruler the right way, you're not going to get the right one. Your starting point of your ruler should line up with the starting point of the line, and the ending point of your line should land on whatever number on the ruler it coincides with, okay?
Is this supposed to be a teacher for us to open?
Go ahead. Do the first one. Do the first one. Alright. Go ahead. You have to use your ruler. That's how you're gonna get your numbers. You should be on your problem set. If you have not yet moved to your problem set, get there now.
Can I move on to the second one?
Yes, go ahead. If you're finished, just keep going. Once again, make sure that the starting point of your ruler is lined up with the starting point of your line. What do you mean? That's part of it. So they're telling you that this little line right here is a quarter. That's 3/4. So by the time you get from there to there, that's 1. So you're just doing the same thing. You're just measuring it out. Just trying to tell you that when you get right here. So say for instance, this is right here. That would be 5/4. But since it's closer to the 5, you're just gonna say 5.